Hi, thanks for joining a new video. This time a full review of the JBL Xtreme 4. Let's begin. This is a speaker of large dimensions but still seeks to be portable. In fact, that's why it comes with this strap that has some interesting features. But before we start analyzing it more in depth, I will tell you that its launch price in Mexico has been 6,999 pesos. In Mexico, taxes are included. In case you didn't know, on the screen you can see the reference price in dollars just to get an idea. But keep in mind that the prices here are not the same as over there, and also it has been on the market for a while now, which means its price has been decreasing significantly. For instance, on Amazon, you can find it for about 4,800 pesos or so. I've included the purchase link in the description if you're interested. Now, let me walk you through the features of this speaker point by point so you can become... Let's start by talking about the design, because it comes with dimensions that are at the limit of portable. We are going to find 14.9 centimeters high, 29.7 centimeters wide and 14.1 centimeters deep. It's a perceived speaker. The JBL is a large, has a weight of 2.1 kilograms, I think still sufficiently contained to be considered portable. But as I say, in the limit as for the materials, we will find a fairly robust construction, as expected by this manufacturer. We discovered fabric that covers almost the entire speaker, incorporating some rubber elements to aid in getting a solid grip on the table, ensuring it stays put and doesn't slip off. Actually, on the sides, you'll also notice this rubber that might even shield it from a fall. For those interested in the source of the materials, JBL guarantees that recycled materials are used in both cases. And something quite particular about this speaker is that it comes equipped with two hooks. These hooks are designed so you can tie the ribbon that is included in the box. Of course, you could also use any other ribbon you might already have at home. However, the special feature of this tape that is already included is that it has rubber strips on the inside. These strips will help the tape stay more securely fixed on your shoulder, preventing it from slipping. I believe this is a thoughtful detail they have considered very well. But not only that, in this particular case, in the area where you can adjust the height of the strap, they have, quite interestingly, also placed a bottle opener. This is a rather unexpected element for me. But it is indeed there. Additionally, on the same strap, we also noticed the logo of the brand, making it very clear who the manufacturer is. On the front, we will also see the brand's logo, and just below it there is an LED bar that will assist us in knowing the status. Personally, I would really appreciate it if when adjusting the volume, this small LED bar could change accordingly, giving you a visual indication of the current volume level. However, it only displays the battery status. On the back, you will notice the speaker's name along with the USB-C port, which, interestingly, does not have any cover, even though the speaker is IP rated. The speaker is resistant to both water and dust, which is why I appreciate this feature. It allows me to avoid the hassle of taking off the cover every time I want to charge it. As I mentioned, maintaining the good resistance, you can confidently take it to areas with sand, dust, water, and more. However, always keep in mind that the resistance is to pure water. So, if you happen to expose it to pool water or salt water, it is necessary to rinse it with pure water afterward. This prevents any other components from deteriorating more easily, affecting the water resistance. Overall, it is a speaker that performs exceptionally well in terms of its design. Additionally, it features the classic JBL. It is also available in black, but also in blue and blue color, so you can distinguish the brand on the sides, and also comes in this black color option. The traditional camouflage is also available from the brand for you to select. In this instance, there aren't as many choices as with the smaller JBL models, but nonetheless, I believe you can find your preferred speaker. By the way, I forgot to mention that the same USB port used to charge the speaker can also draw power, allowing it to work as a power bank if your cell phone runs out of battery. Let's now discuss the speaker controls. At the top, you'll notice a rubber bar featuring buttons that are slightly recessed. The first button is for activating AuraCast, which, as you might know, allows you to connect multiple speakers, or join an AuraCast transmission, enabling you to play the same content on several speakers simultaneously. Next, we have the power button. This button operates in a straightforward manner with just a single touch, so there's no need to hold it down. And after that, we will proceed to locate the Bluetooth button, which will be used to... The buttons are also utilized to pair the speaker with new devices. Following these buttons, we encounter the playback controls, which feature some outward relief. protruding from the fabric body of the device. I must mention that unlike other JBL speakers, the buttons here are somewhat stiffer. However, the operation remains largely the same. The plus and minus buttons are used to adjust the volume. Even if you hold them down, they will continue to change the volume. Additionally, whether you tap them twice or 3 times, these buttons will solely control the volume. The button that serves multiple purposes is located in the center. This button is used to control playback. A single tap will play or pause, 2 taps will skip to the next song, and 3 taps will take you back to the previous song. That's all there is to it. An interesting tip is that if you need to reset the speaker, you can do so by pressing and holding both the volume. Here, there's no microphone for voice assistant controls, but the app offers more controls. Here, we can see the battery status and the speaker image. Naturally, we also have the equalizer. It defaults to JBL Signature, offering balanced quality audio. There are also other presets for emphasizing different frequencies, plus a custom 5-band equalizer. It's not too detailed, but it could be used for some. We also have the Playtime Boost mode, which is designed to enhance battery life, although it does so by reducing the bass frequencies. Additionally, we have a button that allows us to quickly connect 2 speakers, creating a stereo group. Furthermore, we will have access to the product information, enabling us to update the firmware. This is in addition to the ability to enable or disable the response tone when turning the speaker on or off. However, as you can see, it lacks a timer feature for automatic shutoff after a set duration, which I believe would be quite convenient, especially considering the high cost of a speaker like this. Let's now discuss the sound, as there's something quite interesting here. Initially, I mentioned the internal components, which include 2 buffers that measure 70 millimeters each, or if you prefer, 2.75 inches in that measurement. Additionally, it features 2 tweeters measuring 20 millimeters or 0.75 inches. This setup comes with a 2-way audio system to ensure a better distribution of sound, making the audio crisper and clearer. Interestingly, the power in this case will definitely be variable, especially the 2 buffers will reach 30 watts of power, while the 2 tweeters will get to 20 watts. However, when operating only on battery, the buffers achieve 20 watts, which is 10 watts less, and the tweeters reach 15 watts, which is 5 watts less than the truth in practice. I did tests and I did not perceive a drastic change in power. So for me, the power is exactly the same. It sounds just as loud when you have it plugged. The speaker runs only on battery. But speaking specifically about the sound, you should know that in this case, JBL does not have a primary focus on keeping the audio at maximum possible resolution. That is, it only supports the basic SBC codec that all speakers support. It does not incorporate codecs like aptX, AAC, or some other more advanced codec that maybe we find in some other speakers. But in general, I do not know why speaker manufacturers do not usually incorporate too many high resolution. So the audio is not going to be ultra crisp with the higher resolution, but whether it is perceived with good quality. In fact, JBL assures us that through the use of artificial intelligence, it optimizes many aspects of the sound. And the truth is, at medium and high volumes, we will experience good sound quality with a strong presence of bass frequencies along with good amplitude, just as we would expect from JBL. The sound changes significantly only when set to maximum volume, which I find to be a roar, an extremely loud volume, but the bass is gone and the sound isn't clear. I think here it's a point where you have to consider that if you want to push the speaker power to the maximum limits, you're really going to find a very loud sound even useful for outdoors. But it's not going to be such a balanced sound. As for the bass frequencies, especially the mid and high frequencies, will stand out when you are at those higher volumes. But the truth is that I think it will be unusual to take it to the maximum volumes because it really is very loud. For a room or for a closed place, you are going to use normally a high volume, but not the maximum. However, how about we try listening to a brief test? Keep in mind though, that it's not quite the same as experience. Regarding the battery, the manufacturer promises a battery life of up to 24 hours, although you know that these measurements are with an intermediate volume and that the battery life depends on your day to day and will also depend on the type of music you are listening to. If they are very low and very marked frequencies, they could consume a little more battery. In fact, the manufacturer offers a playtime boost mode that will cut the frequencies. I aim to extend the battery life by an additional 6 hours. Of course, if you're planning to listen to the music at the maximum volume setting, it won't extend the playtime boost mode by 6 full hours. Instead, it might only add about another hour or maybe 2 hours at most. However, when discussing the measurements at a medium volume level, it could potentially increase your playback time by up to 6 additional hours, allowing you to reach a total of 30 hours of listening time. I conducted a consumption test at the highest volume. Listening to music at full volume on the speaker is too loud. When the battery dies, this speaker takes 3.5 hours to charge according to the manufacturer's own figures. In this case, the charger is included. That is something to consider because other speakers do not bring any special charger that is already included in the box. Though it's also compatible with power delivery chargers for fast charging, you might wonder how it can be fast if it takes 3.5 hours to charge. In this context, we only mention the first charge stage if your battery is fully discharged. I'm sure you would love to have the capability to listen to music. Here, 10 minutes of charging gives you 2 hours of playback, which is very well. Of course, then the load will get much slower to take care of the health of this battery, so I think a very good implementation, and as I had anticipated a moment ago, you can use the USB-C port as power function. Bang. However, if until now the battery had appeared to be a positive aspect, allow me to share with you the most appealing feature yet. At the back, there is an access point to the battery, which means you can replace it. In this particular case, the model is the JBL Battery 400. The price for this battery can be approximately 1,400 pesos. You might find it at a higher or lower price, but it is a battery that is also used in other JBL models. It will be easy to extend your speaker's life. If the battery's performance drops over the years, you can replace it. This unit. Or also if you are one of those who want a very long party and want to have maximum volume and even after the 8 hours you want to continue and listening to music, well, you can change the battery, although not so easily because in this case we are going to find some star screw. It seems that the screwdriver isn't included in the package, which I find to be a bit of an inconvenience. If it were up to me, I would have changed this aspect. I don't quite understand the necessity of using a special screw. All you need is a cross screw, and that's pretty much it. However, you do need a special screwdriver to get to the battery and switch it out. So while it's not the simplest replacement, it's worth noting that not a lot of speakers come with a replaceable battery. This feature really makes this speaker stand out and is one of its most appealing. Let's wrap up our discussion now about connectivity as we find Bluetooth 5.3 to be a beneficial feature, offering a reliable range and stable connections. However, what I appreciate the most is the inclusion of functional Google Fast Pair. So, if you own an Android device, there's no need to navigate through the list of Bluetooth devices to establish a connection. Instead, you simply power it on and your phone will automatically display a dialog box suggesting that you link your phone to the. Furthermore, from that point, it even recommends that you install the application. This makes everything quite straightforward and user-friendly. Additionally, the speaker regarding connectivity can connect to 2 Bluetooth devices simultaneously. As I had previously mentioned, with the Auracast mode, you can have multiple speakers playing the same song at the same time. This allows you to purchase several of these speakers and place them throughout your home or any other location to create a much more immersive and expansive sound experience. However, an important change with respect to the last generation is that now it does not integrate the 3.5mm auxiliary input. This is something that perhaps some people will regret, but if you never used to connect your music by cable, you will have a good experience, but I think it should be considered, especially because the last generation did have it. In conclusion, it weighs just over 2 kilos, but it has a strap to carry it and take the party everywhere. In fact, one of its highlights is that in the same strap integrates a can opener with the IP67 resistor. You do not have to worry too much about dust or water, and the sound is of good quality with good presence of bass frequencies as long as you do not take the volume to the limit, because at the limit you are going to highlight much more the middle and high frequencies and it is too loud. Provides up to 30 hours with the time boost mode, although it reduces the bass frequencies, gives you the choice of whether to use it or not, and one of the most appealing features without a doubt is the removable battery. However, I can understand why they opted for star screws instead of the usual cross screws. Nonetheless, it's evident that it will function as a speaker, with several attractive features that somehow could come to justify its price a little higher because it is. Not only having here the name of the brand, I think JBL does give you a good support with a good application. Small things like the one I mentioned about the ribbon, including Google Fast Pair, which offers a more premium feel. For now, we have come to the conclusion of this video. If you enjoyed it, you know you can share your thoughts with us.